The Central Bank of Canada, CBC, is only one example of a publicly issued digital currency, and it would be issued, backed, and regulated by the Federal Reserve with the complete confidence and support of the U.S. government. This might serve as a substitute for the traditional forms of payments and would have the advantage of providing immediate payment settlement, offering a platform for cross-border transactions, and encouraging increased financial inclusion. More than 130 countries have started the process of investigating the potential of digital currencies that are supported by their own governments. As early as the year 2028, a pilot program for the digital euro might be implemented. Pilot programs have already been initiated by China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India. At the same time, the United States is falling far behind the curve as more and more obvious information about the characteristics of digital currency is becoming available. Those remarks are explicitly attributed to the Congress of the United States. It is imperative that the United States Congress has made it abundantly apparent that XRP is approved for use in the United States of America. Banks and financial organizations are not the only ones affected by this. It is an endorsement that is received on a worldwide scale, particularly from the Federal Reserve of the United States, to utilize XRP for transactions that take place both within and beyond international borders. What is the significance of this? The transformation occurring on a worldwide scale is acknowledged by the United States Congress. In conjunction with Ripple, countries such as Brazil, India, China, and others are making progress toward the establishment of their own central bank digital currencies, which will be built on the XRP ledger. The United States of America does not wish to be excluded from this process of evolution. Do you want to take a guess as to which company they are collaborating with? You are quite correct, Ripple. Welcome back to Moneyside, the place to turn to for all things relating to XRP. As always, we're here for you. The United States is taking a similar approach to the one taken by the BRICS nations, which include Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These nations have collaborated on a central bank digital currency for mutual use. Allow me to display a video clip that investigates the conversations that took place as far back as 2015 between Ripple and the United States Federal Reserve regarding central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. The work that Ripple and the United States of America have done together behind the scenes is highlighted by this historical context. Despite the fact that we are currently observing public disagreements between Ripple and the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, this collaboration was a compelling indication that Ripple was prepared to prevail in the legal battle against the SEC. Do you recall the year 2015 when Ripple presented the Federal Reserve with its FedNAB payment system? Even while the Federal Reserve's formal release of the system did not specifically mention Ripple, a closer examination finds subtle indications. A possible collaboration with a blockchain startup that is capable of facilitating fast payments with transaction durations of only 3 to 5 seconds was brought up by the Federal Reserve. The possibility of the United States Federal Reserve making use of Ripple has been repeatedly emphasized by Gary Gensler. Gensler had demonstrated his trust in the Federal Reserve's integration of XRP and Ripple into their payment infrastructure for the purpose of both domestic and foreign transactions even before he began his term. This was during the time when the SEC was taking legal action against Ripple. Skip forward to the most current events. Riverbank, a prominent Ripple payment partner that utilizes the Ripplet technology, has officially joined the FedNet payment system. We should take this step by step. A bank is not the only thing the Bank of the River is. It is a payment facilitator that makes use of Riplet's XCurrent and XRapid platforms. XRP and its ledger are used by both of these platforms to provide liquidity on demand. It seems apparent that XRapid, XCurrent, and Riplet, all of which are anchored on XRP, will play a role as a result of Riverbank's inclusion into FedNet. This indicates that the FedNet payment system is on the verge of utilizing XRP in order to satisfy its liquidity requirements for transactions that involve cross-border payments. As a result, we may expect the value of XRP to increase as its utility and the situations in which it can be used continue to grow. This is good news for your investment if you are currently holding XRP and have seen this video. The incorporation of XRP into the mainstream financial system is not only a simple recognition of the cryptocurrency's potential for success, it is evidence of the changing environment of international finance. We are currently observing a paradigm shift as traditional banking institutions acknowledge the advantages of blockchain technology, such as Ripple, in terms of efficiency, speed, and cost effectiveness. In addition, the fact that Gary Gensler has expressed his support together with the subsequent actions taken by organizations such as Riverbank, is just the beginning of a much larger story. The ripple effect will be felt throughout the whole industry as an increasing number of financial firms come to comprehend and make use of the capabilities of XRP and comparable technologies. I would like to share some wonderful news with my audience before we continue with our discussion. An XRP giveaway is being organized by me. These 3 straightforward steps are all you need to do in order to participate. Please be sure to hit the like button for this video, click the subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Additionally, you should share this video with the people in your network. I will be checking to see whether or not these procedures have been carried out in the process of determining who our lucky winner will be. Therefore, I wish everybody the very best of luck. The moment we reach the 60,000 subscriber milestone, we will make the name of the winner known to the public. At this point, let us return to the subject at hand, which is the increasing importance of XRP and its valuation. We have made reference to the interest that the United States Federal Reserve has in this topic, as well as the more general propensity of the United States to accept it. However, the United States is not the only country that is taking note of the possibilities of XRP. The capabilities of the digital asset are being investigated by nations and organizations around the world, including the BRICS nations, as well as the European Union and its digital euro project. If you are interested in learning more about how XRP is being included into the BRICS nations' central bank digital currency, CBDC, as well as the digital euro project that is being undertaken in Europe, you can watch our specialized films on those topics. As we mentioned previously, the United States is interested in using XRP not only for the possibility of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, which we discussed in a different video, but also for the purpose of facilitating efficient cross-border transactions. This does not just pertain to central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, it also applies to financial operations that are conducted domestically and internationally. We should examine the implications of this for the future value of XRP. As XRP becomes more widely adopted, particularly by significant financial institutions such as the Federal Reserve of the United States, its inherent worth is certain to be affected. In the end, the worth of a cryptocurrency is determined in large part by the amount of utility that it provides. The incorporation of a digital asset such as XRP into extensive financial systems is not only about the immediate advantages that it provides in terms of transactions, it is also about the long-term confidence and legitimacy that it garners. The landscape of the global financial market is undergoing fast transformation.